Hello guys, welcome to Module 10, Okay, in this activity, you will be learning how to use enum by creating a program to show some element from the periodic table based on their chemical symbol. Since the periodic table of elements is so large, there are 118 elements. You will only be working with a sample of them instead of all of them. We will be working with the following six elements: carbon, hydrogen H, oxygen O, nitrogen N, phosphorus P, and sulfur S. The name of the element you will be working with are shown with the periodic symbol for the element in parentheses. These elements represent the six main elements that make up all living things. So for the step one, working with enum, the first thing to do is create an enum to represent the element. So worksource main Java ATA and element. Okay. At the chemical symbol, the single letter as the value for the element enum under the command to do. Step one, add the periodic symbol as value. So we just add C carbon, H hydrogen, O oxygen, and nitrogen, P phosphorus, and S sulfur, and run step one. After that, step two is gonna be on periodic table. Periodic table. Note, there are two translate symbol methods that takes in different parameter type. Make sure to implement the one that takes in the element enum data type. So in the translate symbol method, do the following. Use conditional statement to check the present element variable against each element enum and return the corresponding element name. You do not need a else statement since the default is to return null. So asama, if element is equal to element.c, return the string carbon. Do this for each value in element. So we're going to do each element. So if element equal element.c, we're going to return carbon. Else if element equal element.h, hydrogen. Else if element equal element.o, return oxygen, and so on, so forth, till sulfur, and then return null. And run step two, we're gonna press. And step three, now that the translate symbol is implemented, we're gonna implement the overload translate symbol that takes in a string type. Okay, this time replace return null with logic for overload translate symbol. So use the value of method to get the corresponding element enum data type from the element string argument. So element equal to element or value of element string. So that we gonna get the element from the element string. And we're gonna return the element string for the corresponding element by calling the fast translate symbol method and passing in the element as the argument. So return translate symbol element. We're gonna basically we're gonna return the method. Like right here we have a method translate symbol. So translate symbol element. And run step 3. And for step 4, get elements of like create a string array list to store the element string in element. So array list, the return type is string, and the result, you're gonna create new array list and use the values method to get the array of element symbol in element. So in order to get the value, there's a syntax element dot value. So element array list elements equal to After that, look through the array of element symbol and add the result from calling translate symbol to the array list. Now, since you already know all the values in the element, you could also just return an array list with all the value instead of using a loop. While that is possible, please use a loop instead since that will make the code more reusable if we add in more elements of life later. Return the array list with the string value of element. So in order to loop, we're gonna use for each. So for each elements in elements, is the add, right? You is the where is add? We loop through the elements and then add the result from calling. So add the result from calling translate symbol. So calling means like we're gonna call the method. So translate symbol element itself is a method, and we're gonna add that to the result. So result dot add. And we're gonna return the array list with the string value for element. This is the result. Then you run the run workflow step 4, or else run workflow test off. And it's successful, and just submit it, and that will be it. And thank you for listening.